What's up? Prime here, back at you with another video review. This time I'm doing a movie review. This time, the movie we are going to review is Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen. The movie review. Not the video game, but the only reason I brought my video game, a copy of it in the shop, is that way you get an idea. That's not an advanced copy, okay? But let's start. I'm gonna basically talk about some of the characters. I'm gonna start off with the Decepticons. Let's start off with the Fallen, the primary character of the movie. The Fallen is basically one of the original 13 Transformers and the original, and the first Decepticon to walk Cybertron, other than Unicron. But he was one of the Primes, but he was an outlaw. He had, in my opinion, he kind of had the appearance of a Pharaoh. And the reason he doesn't transform in the movie is because of his appearance, is how he can transwarp via a space bridge, just like Jetfire. He's cool. He's not my least favorite Decepticon. My least favorite, I'll talk about last. Next up is my man Jetfire. I should be counting him as an Autobot, but at first, he was a Decepticon. He was like, the Vector Prime of the movie. Like how he knows all about the primes and all that. Very old, has to use a cane to get around. And after Sam tells him that the Autobots need him, he's needed by the Autobots, and he says he'll change sides. And really follows up with that too, really switches sides, and so does he. I mean, like, their eyes don't change color from blue to red, and they don't get new faction symbols. They stay the same, but they don't work for the Decepticons anymore. Jetfire is pretty much one of my favorite characters in the movie. I really like his vehicle mode of an SR-71. A very excellent choice for a vehicle mode. Now on to Starscream. He does talk a lot more like he did in the first film, but he is definitely much more aggressive. And he has a lot of cybernetic tattoos all over himself, which was seen in one of the Revenge of the Fallen Defiance comics, seen at the before the movie came out. Then you have the Constructic. Then you have, I think, the weakest Decepticon of them all, Sideways. Not one of my favorites. He gets cut right in half. We don't even see his robot mode. Now for my man Soundwave. I was looking forward to him since the beginning. Now there were rumors of him coming to Earth, but that was not possible. And he did not talk with his regular Soundwave accent. Like when he says Decepticons mobilize, he didn't say like Decepticons mobilize. He didn't say it like that. He had more like a dark, deep voice like Megatron does. Now let's talk about Megatron. Bigger improvement, toy-wise and character-wise, although he does get killed again. Who knows what happened to him this time, if he'll come back in the third film, or be reincarnated into Galvatron, we'll never know. He's very cool. I cannot believe the Fallen was his master. He almost killed Starscream for taking leadership over the Decepticons during his death. And now for the individual Constructicons. I'm gonna go from the top to the bottom. Let's start off with the big guy himself, Devastator. How can all the Constructicons be scattered about, attacking the Autobots and blowing up the army, while they're still combined into Devastator? Beats me. Let's start off with Longhaul. He's pretty tough. Not as tough as Devastator is, but definitely he's pretty tough. Rampage, I'm not sure if he used his jackhammer mode in the movie, but I think it did take out quite a couple of buildings. Scrapper and Hightower, no official vehicle robot modes were seen for them. Demolisher was very, very cool. Was once one of my favorite Decepticons in the film. Definitely one of my favorites, Demolisher, because of his rolling action. They kind of got that idea from the Beast Machine's Thrust, where he was a one-wheeled motorcycle drone. Then you got, my man and my favorite guy, Mixmaster. So one thing I really like about him is, if you look at, like, when you see all the Constructicons vehicle modes on the boat, or before they combine the Devastator, like, where you see his Decepticon symbol on a little, silver chrome stand, that is just menacing. Other than just being, painted onto the cover of the, hood. But I think the mixing barrel was a bit too much. Now for Overload. Only appears in vehicle mode in the entire film. But, yeah. I'll definitely review all the Constructicons when I get them. But now onto the Autobots. Let's start off with a couple of the new guys. Let's start off with, not one of my favorites, Jolt. I think Jolt was in his prime in Transformers Cybertron, if I say so myself. Sideswipe was, he may have barely appeared. I think he appeared a few times, but I think, he would have gotten a bigger, appearance. Bumblebee, very cool in the movie. I cannot believe he cried. Ironhide, took command of the Autobots after Optimus's death. I already talked about Wheelie, but... What are you looking at, slobberpuss? But anyway, now on to the twins, Skids and Mudflap. My preference over the two is Skids. As you know, I used his image once as my background image, but I'm more of a Skids fan than Mudflap, at least from the movie. If I was to either have the form of the ice cream truck or the Beat, what would I pick? I'd pick the Beat. I mean, the ice cream truck is okay, but not fit for a vehicle mode in battle. Like, if you're single, like, if it's just one robot, then yes. Vehicle, two of them, not so much. I thought they were, like, gonna split right down the center, not, like, in the front and the back. I was totally wrong on that one. But, it's a very good movie. I recommend you go see it. It's only going to be out for a bit longer. Probably by the end of the month, they'll, take it out of theaters, and it'll probably be on DVD by September. Maybe October, like the first one. But, also, I did pick up the video game. I have 2 copies of this. My brother's Xbox 360 version, which he does have an account now. And this one, which I paid half the price of his. Look at Devastator on the back of his packaging. That is a menacing picture. But, yeah. Very good movie and very good game. I'm on the last level where you have to beat Prime. Where you have to beat Megatron, where he's combined with Jetfire. And, PR, I'm definitely looking forward to entering that contest to hopefully win. So I will see you guys around. Alright, later guys. I'm out.